Hey guys, it's Kip from Famous by Friday Pickleball. Got a brand new paddle to review, the new Gamma Airbender 22. This follows Gamma's release of the Airbender 16, which I loved a lot. That is just a great paddle. I could play with that anytime. Anyway, it's just a great paddle. They also released a Gamma 10 millimeter, which was mega thin, and a 13 millimeter. I also reviewed those. They're okay, but the 16 really is the best paddle of the group. But now Gamma has come out with the Airbender 22. Now, to hold it up this way does not really tell a story. The story is this right here, 22 millimeters thick. This bad boy just looks like a beast. It is ready for pretty much anything. It is just crazy thick. So the story is the 22 millimeter high density poly core. And you can see it right there. That is crazy. It does have the Tory T700 carbon fiber face that the other Airbenders have. It does have nice dwell time, nice spin. I expect that out of this paddle. It is Gen 2 thermoformed. You can also order the interchangeable shock busters that go in the neck. You can just pop those out and put different ones in to change the weight of this paddle. And you can order the interchangeable end caps, which change the weight of this paddle as well. I caution this a little. This paddle is not for the faint of heart. This weighs 9 ounces right out of the box. That 22 millimeter high density poly core does come with a cost, and that is 9 ounces. And you can feel it just holding it like this. It's ready to go out there and pummel somebody, although I think. I'm anxious to try this. This paddle is 16.5 inches long, 7 3/8 inches wide, 5.5 inch long grip with a 4 1/8 circumference grip, which is really cool considering how thick this paddle is. They had to narrow that grip down, and that makes it a lot more comfortable and a lot easier to swing. And I'm excited to see how this does. Like I said, I love the 16 a lot. But this is another level. So headed out to the courts right now. I hope you're going to be there. We'll try this big bad boy together, the Airbender 22. All right, guys, I'll be back. That's a good boy. That's a pretty boy. All right, guys, the Gamma Airbender 22. This is the newest paddle in the Airbender line. All right, let's go off this going. Yeah, just getting it back through this wind's a challenge, even for a 22 millimeter paddle. It's there though. I mean, it's going in a straight line. It's there. Let me see if I can get it all the way back there. Normally I try to put more air under it. I do that, it's not going to go everywhere. Those are all just straight line. Those are really good. Let's try and spin a couple here. Those are really good. 22. Oh, that's really good. That went to a target. Didn't spin a lot, but it went right toward the target. That didn't spin a lot. Try one more. I'm a little shocked. This paddle may be so thick. Try one more. No, that was better. It was even whistling a little bit. The wind must have been knocking those down. Let me do one more just to prove that wasn't a fluke to me. Not a tremendous amount of spin with that either. It's there though. It's there. All right, guys, just spent the last few weeks getting to know the new Gamma Airbender 22. This paddle does what it does really well, and you have to kind of search for it a little bit to find out what it wants to do. But the easiest way to say it is kind of to borrow from Rocky 6. You don't have speed, you don't have quickness, you've got to rely on blunt force trauma. And that's what this Gamma Airbender 22 provides. I'm going to bounce through the attributes here, and I always start at power. I'm going to start at power again. The power is there. Average service speed 48 to 50. This averaged out at 52.6. Once again, it came in at 9.0 ounces. I think I mentioned that in the opener. I hope I did. But it comes in at 9.0 ounces. Once this paddle moves, that ball's going to go. And it does go. It doesn't, you can't jump on it necessarily. You just kind of let it do its thing. 52.6, really cool. There was not one serve under 50. So we'll go to accuracy, control, and consistency. The service numbers, and you'll see those in just a moment, was like 51, 53, 52, 54. They were so consistent, you didn't even venture out of a little tiny range. The standard deviation was tight. Consistent power, consistent accuracy. Now, you do have to spend a moment with it because it is 9 ounces, so that your swing's going to be, the timing's going to be off just a little bit if you're used to a lighter paddle. If you're not used to a lighter paddle, this is going to fit in really well. Or if you're used to a tennis racket, let's say, that weighs much more, this is going to fit your game really well. Accuracy, control, consistency is all there. It's just, and you would expect that from a thicker paddle, right? You go thinner, you're going to lose some of that. You go thicker, and you can hit this ball anywhere you want on this paddle face. I don't care though, it's all the way out the tip or all the way down here. You can hit it anywhere. It's going to go, you're going to have the same results. That's pretty cool. The feedback and feel, very soft, very cushiony. You just can't hardly feel the ball go off of here necessarily. You do a little bit, but it's just got so much mass that it's just a kind of a velvet feel, velvet sound, very nice. Feedback feel is great. Spin-wise, it doesn't spin as much as the Airbender 16 or the 10 or the 13 because there's not that flex and you're not really throwing it the same way. There's no flex with this paddle, so the dwell time is not extended, but the spin is there from the Tour AT700 carbon fiber face. The spin is there. Not a great spin paddle, but it does spin just a little bit. Once again, I'll go back to speed, quickness, not so much. This is blunt force trauma. Go on to that. Good defense to offense. Does really, really well. Get down, dig some trash, put it back in the zone. Up at the net, you're not going to be really quick, but anything that's, I think during part of the video, I said anything this paddle gets in front of is going to go back. And that's the way you feel. You get this monster in front of anything, that ball's going to go back. So defense to offense, once you get up there, you don't have to move much, and this is going to block. I don't care who is hitting the ball at you. This paddle's not going to move. It is an absolute beast out there, and you don't have to do much. When you go blocking at the net or anything like that, it is gold. As far as just little flicks with this, you are going to probably have to, if you're used to a lighter weight paddle, you can really flick. You're going to have to get used to it a little bit with this because it's heavy, but once again, once it starts moving, it's going to keep moving because it's just got that much mass and that much plow through. So once you get it started, it's going to go ahead and go. It is customizable as if you want, because it does have the, you can order the interchangeable shock busters and interchangeable end caps. So it is customizable. And honestly, I think adding some weight down here at the butt of this paddle with an end cap is going to make it feel less bulky. And honestly, would probably be a great way to adjust this paddle and get it to where you want. I like this paddle. I still like the 16 more than any of the Airbenders. I like the 16 the most. I would play with the 16 anytime. This was fun, and it is instantly recognizable. People just, you can see how big this is from quarts away. It really looks that part. So people were drawn to it and wanted to know what it was. So it's cool. That's really, it's nice to have a paddle that's instantly recognizable as well. I am really anxious to see if any of you tried this. It is going to fit some players really, really well. If you want to just, know that the ball is going to come off there, you're going to knock the snot out of it a little bit. It's going to have nice velo, but you're going to have just crazy accuracy and control and consistency. It's going to fit